So, if you're in a binge watching mood over the weekend, or you simply want to watch every single MCU movie before Avengers 4 comes out, then I've got good news for you. Marvel has released the official timeline for the MCU, giving us the proper way and order to rewatch our favorite films in preparation for Avengers 4. This timeline actually clears some things up as it addresses the continuity error with Spider-Man Homecoming. If you're not sure what that is, stay with me and you'll find out. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'm doing a giveaway, giving away a copy of Infinity War, the Art of the Movie art book, along with Infinity War, Deadpool 2, or Ant-Man and the Wasp on Blu-ray, as well as some special edition posters. If you'd like to enter for your chance to win, all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, like this video, and comment down below with your thoughts and your favorite superhero. So, the official timeline for the MCU comes to us from the book Marvel Studios' The First 10 Years, which came out this week. The official starting point of the MCU, of course, starts with Captain America, the First Avenger. The events in this movie take place from 1943 to 1945, in which Steve Rogers became a human popsicle for a few decades. Then we go to the first Iron Man movie, in which the events of that movie took place in 2010. This is different than when the movie was actually released in 2008. But Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige commented on this. Here's what he had to say. It wasn't meant to flummox anybody exactly, and I'm not sure I'd do it again the same way, but it does all connect to where we placed it. Other than very particular instances where there's a newspaper or verbal reference to years, we never dated the films. And I think there's a presumption, well, if the movie came out in November 2017, it must take place in November 2017, which is not the case. In other words, if a movie comes out in a particular year, that does not mean the events of that movie take place in the same year. Following Iron Man, we got Iron Man 2, The Incredible Hulk, and Thor, all of which the events of the movies took place in 2011. Then, of course, in 2012, we got the Avengers, and right after, we got Iron Man 3. Then, in 2013, we got Thor: The Dark World. And then, in 2014, it was a huge year for events happening inside of the MCU. We got Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. It appears that the events of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 happened immediately after the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Then in 2015, we got the second Avengers movie, Avengers: Age of Ultron, and Ant-Man. Then in 2016, we watched all of the Avengers fight each other in Captain America: Civil War. And then finally, some clarification. According to the official MCU timeline, Spider-Man Homecoming took place in 2016. In Spider-Man Homecoming, it says that it took place 8 years after the events of New York, which is wrong. It took place 4 years after the events of New York. This made fans furious and also very confused, but Marvel Studios did us a favor and cleared it up for us, officially stating that the events of Spider-Man Homecoming took place in 2016. And remember what Kevin Feige said. It wasn't meant to flummox anybody exactly, and I'm not sure I'd do it again the same way, but it does all connect to where we placed it. So, the official timeline of the MCU says 2016, so therefore the events of Spider-Man Homecoming took place in 2016. The next movie in the timeline is Doctor Strange, in which the events of the movie took place in both 2016 and 2017. And then the MCU had its arguably biggest year ever with the events of Black Panther, Thor Ragnarok, and Avengers: Infinity War all happening in 2017. So, there you have it, the official timeline of the MCU. Remember, just because a movie came out in a particular year does not mean that the events of that movie happened that year. And at last, Marvel Studios has finally fixed that huge continuity error with Spider-Man Homecoming. The events officially did not take place 8 years after the events of New York, which was 2012, but the events took place 4 years after. So there you have it, the official timeline of the MCU. Go binge them all right now and then come back here in a few days or however long it takes you to do it and tell me how excited you are for Avengers 4. And don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like the video so you can enter the giveaway and stay up to date on everything relating to Avengers 4. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.